Good morning. Sydney retired voice and deputy blogger Shashidharan from Sydney. ഇന്ന് നമ്മൾ ഇൻട്രൊഡ്യൂസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്നത് മിസ്റ്റർ ചന്ദ്രൻ, അതായത് ചന്ദ്രാട്ടൻ എന്നാണ് അവരെ ആക്ച്വൽ പേര്. ചന്ദ്രാട്ടന്റെ വീട്ടിൽ വന്നിരിക്കുകയാണ്. മൂപ്പരെ ഒരു ഇന്റർവ്യൂ നമുക്ക് അത്യാവശ്യമാണ്. റിട്ടയർഡ്, പിന്നെ പല എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് ഉള്ള സിംഗപ്പൂരിയൻ, സെറ്റിൽഡ്, നൗ ഇൻ സിഡ്നി. Chandratten. Chandratten.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah.
Very nice. Just giving a small view of his house.
That is the son. And this is the daughter-in-law from Kannur, Thavakara.
Chandratten is a veteran. He is actually ex-Singapore. He worked for his own company a long time. Give an introduction about your life in Singapore.
Yeah, I was born during the Japanese occupation in Singapore, 1944. And I was from Singapore, mostly in Sembawang area, that is a northern part of Singapore. And I was an apprentice in the British Naval Base, and from there I slowly, it was more or less a natural process for me. And when I retired, I was by then a managing director of an aviation company in Singapore. And my son came to Sydney to study because of some education policies in Singapore. I had to send my son to study in Sydney, and when he finished his graduation, he was more keen to stay back in Sydney. And I retired in Singapore, and finally I had a problem with my heart, I had a heart bypass, and my son and my daughter-in-law then came and insisted that I come and stay with him in Sydney. And that's how I end up in Sydney. Yeah. Yeah.
You hail from Territory, isn't it?
I means my grandparents. My grandfather was from Tadicherry. My grandmother was from Ottapalam, and my father is actually from Badagara. Yeah, so my mother was born in Malaysia, in Singapore, Johor Bahru. Yeah.
And the family name of your father?
My grandfather's family name I wouldn't know. My grandmother's family name is the house name was Belur House in Palakkad. No, not Palakkad, Ottapalam. And my father's also, no, they were not very well to do at that time in Badagara. So he came to Singapore and he worked he went from Badagara to Rangoon at that time, Rangoon. And from Rangoon he came to Singapore. Yeah. So it's and I always think, when I think back, they were more adventurous than us, because he must have moved into Rangoon when he was in the 20s. My grandfather also came in the 1910 or something of the time. He must have been in the 20s. So, and my grandmother also was in the 20s. So they were young people who moved from India to Singapore. Yeah. So that's how it is. But then in the beginning, of course, under the British rule in Singapore, most local people were quite poor. They had enough money just to survive from week to week, But as years went by, we slowly struggled and we improved our lives. And finally, we are quite happy with our lives now. So the most important thing, I believe, is you must be happy in your lives, and that we have achieved. Yeah. Yeah.
And while you were in Singapore, you were working for a company of your own.
Yeah, that company also, I could say, I became the owner because of luck. It just came to me not because any special hard work or anything. Yet it gradually came into my hands. So But then finally I had to sell the company because of the problem in the US, the 9/11 problem, the bombing of the Twin Towers. Because of that, the aviation industry slummed in the US. Most of the US companies came to our area to take over our business. And I could see the profitability of our company was going down. So I decided by then I was already in the 60s. So I thought it's better to sell it off and retire. So that's how I sold it and retired. And then after that, I came to Sydney. Yeah.
Very nice to know. And what are your time pass things that you do here to
Oh,
stay?
here, no, I'm more like a house type of man. I like to look after my house, gardening, and all that. Then, plus, when I came here, when I was in Singapore, I was really working very hard. Every day I'll be working. For 45 years, I worked continuously. But when I came here, I had the time to enjoy my life. So here I joined a few like clubs. One of the club that I'm a member is we call it the Probos Club. Every suburb there is a Probos Club in Australia. So I'm a member there, and we have activities. We travel, we will go for lunches, dinners, and many reading, many get-togethers, even wine tasting. In our club, we have the wine tasting sessions. So we are quite active in that thing here. And in my club, there are 170 members, and we are very close friends here.
ഇതാണ് തകച്ചി പിന്നെ ചന്ദ്രാട്ടിന്റെ വൈഫ് ഇതൊരു കിച്ചണാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ വിചാരിച്ചു തകച്ചിക്ക് എന്തെങ്കിലുമൊക്കെ പറയാനുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ യു വുഡ് ലൈക്ക് ടു സ്പീക്ക് സംതിങ് ടു അസ്. മലയാളത്തിലും പറയാം ഇംഗ്ലീഷിലും.
What am I to say? I don't know. I said I'm making chaya for Sashi and Chandran.
Yeah.
It's very cold here, and wish you all the best, whoever is watching. Give you all a good regards. Huh? Oh, you want me to say where I was born? I was born in Singapore, came to Australia because my son was studying here. So since he's my only child, so we had to come back here and be with him. And we are happy, and I'm still missing my Singapore. It's one of the best countries in the world, and Australia is also good, but I feel that my Singapore is my birthplace, and I still want to go back and enjoy Singapore whenever I get a chance to go back. And I do go back every year, you know.
Say
Yeah.
something about Tellicherry.
Ah, yeah, my parents are from Tellicherry, and it's a place called Mom is Kadru. My mom is from Dharmadam. That's where Sashi and Vilma lives nearby. They are nearby, and well, I have some other relatives in Wayanad. Uh, Wayanad Chandran, who is in Wayanad, and I have a sister, youngest sister in Wayanad, and she's married to an Aussie, and they are living there. And I have a lot of relatives all over India, from Delhi till Cochin. I have all relatives, plenty of them. So I have no chance meeting all of them, but I do go to Wayanad quite often before, but not when I come back. When I'm in Sydney, it's very, very troubling to go up to Wayanad, to India. So Wayanad has slackened now, but I hope to make a trip soon to Wayanad.
Say something in Malayalam.
Ah, yeah, Malayalam, yeah, my Malayalam is not very, yeah, നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എന്താ പറയണ്ട എനിക്ക്
വയനാടിനെ പറ്റി പറയാം.
വയനാട് നല്ല സ്ഥലമാണ് വയനാട്. വയനാട്ടിൽ ഐ ലവ് വയനാട് ബിക്കോസ് എൻ്റെ കസിൻ അവിടെ കുറെ ആദിവാസികൾ ഹെൽപ്പിംഗ് ഔട്ട് ഉണ്ട്. ഒരു ഗേൾ ഫുൾ ടൈം മെയ്ഡും ഉണ്ട് അവിടെ. എനിക്ക് അവരുടെ സംസാരം മനസ്സിലാവുന്നില്ല, പക്ഷെ ട്രൈഡ് വെരി ഹാർഡ്. പക്ഷെ നല്ല country. I don't know. Nah, oh, I used to speak Malayalam well, but ഇവിടെ സംസാരിക്കുന്ന മലയാളം അത്ര fluent അല്ല. പക്ഷെ I'm still speaking Malayalam to my husband. We do speak Malayalam, and then when we go to the shopping centers here, sometimes the Malayali, oh, are you a Malayali? You're speaking Malayali to your husband and all that. അതാണ് മലയാളം പറയുമോ കുറച്ച് കുക്കിംഗ് ഞാനിവിടെ കുക്കിംഗ് ചെയ്യുന്ന എല്ലാ religion cooking. ഇവിടെ തമിഴ് ഏഷ്യൻ സിംഗപ്പൂർ കുക്കിംഗ് സിംഗപ്പൂരിൽ പിന്നെ ഡൈവേഴ്സിറ്റി അല്ലേ കുറേ ആൾക്കാരുണ്ട് അവിടെ ചൈനീസ് മലേ ഹിന്ദുസ് on all races അവരുടെ കുക്കിംഗ് എല്ലാം I can cook very well. And then now when ഇപ്പോൾ ഓസ്ട്രേലിയയിൽ വന്നപ്പം ഓസ്ട്രേലിയൻ ഡിഷസും പഠിച്ച് ഇപ്പോൾ ഓസ്ട്രേലിയൻ ഡിഷസ് ഓൾസോ ഐ എം ക്വൈറ്റ് വെരി ഗുഡ് ഇൻ cooking Australian dishes. അതെല്ലാം അമ്മേന്റെ ട്രഡീഷണൽ കുക്കിംഗ് എല്ലാം ഞാൻ ചെറുപ്പത്തിലെ എല്ലാം അമ്മ കുക്ക് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ എല്ലാം വിൽ ഹെൽപ്പ് ആൻഡ് അമ്മേന്റെ കുക്കിംഗ് ഐ സ്റ്റിൽ ഹാവ് ഓൾ her memories of her cooking, and I do cook for my sisters who are not very into all this cooking of this puttu, kadala curry, sambar, unda puttu, പിന്നെ എന്ത് ഈ ചെറുപയർ പുട്ട്, നെയ്യപ്പം, കൽത്തപ്പം, ഉണ്ണിയപ്പം എല്ലാം ഓട്ടപ്പം ഈ ചട്ടിയിൽ ആക്കിയ ഓട്ടപ്പം അതെല്ലാം ചെയ്യായിരുന്നു. പക്ഷെ ഇവിടെ ഓസ്ട്രേലിയയിൽ വന്നപ്പം കുറച്ചെല്ലാം ചെയ്യും, ഇവിടെ കിട്ടുന്നില്ല ഇൻഗ്രീഡിയൻസ്, പ്രോപ്പർ ഇൻഗ്രീഡിയൻസ് കിട്ടുന്നില്ല. സോ എങ്ങനെയുള്ളൂ മാനേജ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് ചിലപ്പം സിസ്റ്റേഴ്സ് ചോദിക്കും അയ്യോ അമ്മേന്റെ കറി ആക്കി തരുമോ. സോ അങ്ങനെ കുറെ ആക്കി ഇവിടെ ബ്രദറിനും സിസ്റ്ററിനും എല്ലാം കൊടുക്കും. ചെറുപയർ പായസം, വെർമസലി പായസം എല്ലാം സിംഗപ്പൂർ സ്റ്റൈൽ മാതിരിയാണ് എല്ലാം ചെയ്യുന്നത്. സോ അങ്ങനെ ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. ഐ എം 75 years old. So that's not much time. So just live a happy life. And I'm very happy in Sydney. But yeah, I got a beautiful daughter-in-law from Kannur. She's got beautiful grandkids and a beautiful son. And my daughter-in-law, who's a dentist, and the children are very, very cute. Oh, you should see. The little girl is so smart. She's always advising me, don't disturb me. You go and do your work. She's only 3, but she will tell me what I should do. Well, I'm busy, but you go and do your work, And she's trying to be a little dentist herself, checking on my tooth and telling me, oh, you need to go to a dentist. And well, the boy is a little bit quiet, but the girl is very talkative. Okay, thank you.
ഇപ്പോഴത്തെ വെതറിനെ പറ്റി എന്തായിട്ട് പറയാനുള്ള?
ഇവിടെ വെതർ ഈ സമയത്ത് തണുപ്പാ, ഒരു 14-15 ഡിഗ്രീസ് ഡേ ടൈം, നൈറ്റ് ടൈം പറയണ്ട 6-7 ഡിഗ്രീസ് പോകും. തണുപ്പ് ജൂലൈ ഓഗസ്റ്റ് വരെ തണുപ്പായിരിക്കും.
The other one, what was it, Mole? Pineapple and dates. Pineapple and dates cake.
The taste of the date also is coming.
It's nice.
Pineapple is very much visible.
It's nice.
Very nice.
Today the cooking is, I cooked yesterday for today. I don't I made a Malaysian dish. It took me about nearly an hour to cook. Well, it's in the fridge. I'm not taking it out now because it's a lot of veggies inside. It's with cabbage and long beans and Oh God.
Generally, want to talk something to your people in India?
Oh, what to say? I
അടുത്തപ്പോഴാ നാട്ടിൽ പോകുന്നു?
I have I don't know. There's one property there, and now the old buyer is gone. Now the new buyer has come, and then they are saying that the new buyer will take what that no 3 months before he has to. I don't know the Indian ruling, but it takes 3 months for them to settle that settlement. So I'm waiting. It's been this sale has been going on for 30 years, and it's still not. Hmm. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Just waiting. Yeah.
So you had a dog, no? Shasha.
Sasha, poor
You
thing.
still remember?
Mm. Sasha was a very good dog. Yeah, it's a Labrador, and he's gone. We had one in Singapore. It was a stray dog, and her name was Cleo because she's all black. So she was a wonderful dog, very good dog. But it's a stray dog. It's not a pedigree. It's just a stray dog, and she was behaving just like a pedigree, beautifully. None, never bit
I
a
believe
person's.
any dog, if you know how to take care of them, if you love them, they will be a
Hmm.
beautiful dog.
Yeah.
How you take care of them.
Hmm. He was with us for 8 years, and
Yeah,
then
these dogs, like okay, Sasha is a Labrador. We bought the dog. It's very quite expensive, but he lived with us for about 12 years. That's how long, 12 years. And of course, big dogs don't live that long. They about 12 years is the maximum. Smaller dogs will live longer, 15, 16 years.
so Sashi, your place there, you had a mango tree. Is it still fruiting? No. You
That
had
reminds
mangoes?
me, yeah, we had so many mangoes.
Oh.
That is the tree reminding me of our catch up, our first meeting.
Yes,
in
you
Bunnings.
Oh, yeah, that's what
yeah.
we went to Bunnings.
Bunnings
Is
to
like a
Shopping
shopping mall.
big shopping
department, like
Big.
not
The warehouse sort of a shopping where they sell all the tools and all that. And I was thinking, you were a Ceylonese because here only I meet Ceylonese, and then myself, Amrita and Chandratten. And when you came, and then we thought, you are a Malayali, and how close you were living near us.
we were sitting in my front row.
And the best part of it, we found out he's also from Dharmadam, that area. So how we went all over the world. We went to Singapore. Sashi went to Middle East. Finally, when we came, he went to New Zealand again. And when he came to Sydney, then we find somebody from Dharmadam.
Dharmadam is a beautiful place.
It's almost 17, 18 years.
Mm.
And on top of that, we are neighbors, not far from.
Another thing is Shashi's niece. I think niece is what's
Tejna.
Tejna. And
Oh,
Tejna is married to Vivek. And Vivek is Tara's
first cousin.
cousin. So it's a small world.
Oh, that's nice, huh?
Very small. Right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank you.
today's vlog. See you all in the
See you.
next vlog. Thank you. Bye bye.